Hello and welcome to another episode of the Daily Aztec Live. I'm Kyle Betts. Tonight, University Police are actively looking for 3 men who are wanted for an armed robbery off Montezuma Road. The incident went down yesterday shortly after 4 p.m. near the Aztec Corner Apartments. The suspects were armed with a small handgun and they stole a cell phone, vape pen, and pocket knife all in broad daylight. For those of you following us last year, remember these racist Snapchats?
Flipping, or Azura Hall, or Montezuma, or Happener Hall. I'm gonna find you, and I'm gonna hang you from a tree like an ornament, bitch.
That guy in question, his name is Martin Jesus Ruiz. He is now sentenced to 3 years of probation, a fine of $850, and has to attend a 2-day course on tolerance. Ruiz's attorney also added that he is banned from owning any kind of gun for at least 10 years in California. SDSU may soon see its own Native Resource Center after a proposal by the Native American Student Alliance was officially approved last spring. NASA Chair Lane Yazzie said their mission is to represent, invite, and unify Native students and teach about non-Native students about their culture and history. Next up is sports with Kareem Jones, but first, it was a nationwide demonstration in the name of climate change. High schoolers and college students all over the United States and beyond took part in the global climate strike. Here at SDSU, hundreds took to the main quad outside Hepner Hall. Our live producer Jack Moment was there with more on the story.
Carbon free by 2030!
We don't want our power dirty! Carbon free by 2030!
We don't want our power dirty! Carbon free by 2030!
Climate change!
Hundreds of students, faculty, and community members stormed the main quad in front of Hepner Hall, making their way to the student union to rally. A rally in the name of climate change. Today at SDSU, this strike is not unique. This event is happening around the world as the global climate strike, with thousands around major cities taking to the streets, demanding action at the local level, all the way to the federal.
We have led the world in polluting the climate. I think that we need to take the lead role in solving the climate crisis.
Our future is being taken away from us, and the whole point is that we don't have any money, but they do, and it's time for them to
Stand up and do something about it.
stand up and do something about it.
What is unique about the SDSU protest? Demands such as an SDSU Green New Deal, establishing a chief sustainability officer at the administrative level, and to make sure the new project for SDSU West is carbon neutral.
Yeah, so a lot of schools are doing more general climate action, but at SDSU, we feel that our climate action plan is not enough for what we need to achieve by 2030. So we really wanted to get that Green New Deal by 2030, carbon neutrality, into our asks to make sure that climate is a priority moving forward.
The event even caught the eye of some local politicians, such as congressional candidate Joaquin Vasquez, who is running for the 53rd district against several other candidates.
If we don't do something now, there's no future for us. There's no future for you and I that are standing right here. We have about 8 years to turn this around. But in those 8 years doesn't mean that we start in 8 years from now. It means that we start yesterday.
And for the Daily Aztec, this is Jack Molman.
San Diego State football remains undefeated at 3-0 after a not-so-contested 31-10 win over New Mexico State last weekend. Star running back Juwan Washington was out with an ankle injury, and head coach Rocky Long said he was not quite 100% heading into practice this week. In the meantime, though, sophomores Jordan Bird and Chance Bell were the 1-2 punch the Aztecs needed out of the backfield. The tandem combined for 234 yards and 3 touchdowns, sealing the deal for SDSU on the road. This week, Coach Rocky Long touched on having depth at the running back position, saying, quote, "Thank goodness for that. We still have 3 healthy running backs that are pretty good players, so hopefully they'll continue to perform at that level." On the other side of the ball, defense continues to be the backbone for the Aztecs. The unit totaled for 2 interceptions and 2 forced fumbles, all while adding 6 sacks in the process. Those turnovers also led to 14 points scored on offense. But the defense will face its toughest test yet with Utah State and their star quarterback, Jordan Love. Rocky Long emphasized that the Aztecs have to control possession and keep Love and the Aggies' offense off of the field as much as possible, saying, quote, "The best thing we can do is keep the ball on offense. The more Jordan Love is not out there, the less chance he has to hurt you." The Utah State Aggies are deadly in the passing game, ranking 3rd in the nation. They are also ranked only second in the nation in total offense, bolstering over 650 yards per game. The Aggies enter tomorrow's game sitting at a 1-1 record and fresh off of a bye week. Follow our sports Twitter at Aztec Sports for live coverage of the game, including post-game reaction from Coach Long and selected players. That's all we have going on this week. If you liked what you saw, visit our website to read more about what we talked about today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.